It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Slot man moves right. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 and 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. To throw is Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They go back to the ground with Sanders. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. On first down, Hurts. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
Mustang 19. Buffalo 18.
Hurts. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Dalton Schultz really built on his 2020 when he seized the Cowboys' starting job in 2021. 78 catches were 3rd in the league for tight ends. He's locked himself in as one of the Cowboys' main pieces on offense. They'll go to him every chance they get when he makes first down catches like that.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Check that.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Here's Hurts to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Panther 11. 50 Bobcat, 50 Bobcat.
He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Dragon 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks, 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Anderson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Play action now, Prescott. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A 1st down throw for Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Pardon, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Trap 60. 18, Pioneer. 19 tight.
They'll set up a throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Hey, smash Broncos!
Looking to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Prescott now.
Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. That is caught by Anderson. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw is caught here by Anderson.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott yet again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Trying to run forward with Pollard, and he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Working with a 2nd and 3. That is caught by Lamb.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
To throw is Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Elliott is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Well, Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did run pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott.
Left side to Lamb. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
First down, Prescott. This is Anderson over the middle. Touchdown, Cowboys. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Check pass, check pass.
On first down, Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
Down to the 41.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Found his target. It's Anderson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now a give here to Pollard. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Now Prescott.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Prescott.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fourth down, Prescott. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
The score, Cowboys 14, Eagles 6.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
and they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game, that means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and then